My name is Nancy Jane. I am 105 years old, and I am standing in my own kitchen, making my own breakfast without any help from anyone. But 3 years ago, I couldn't get my shoes on. My ankles looked like 2 water balloons stuffed inside my socks. I'd wake up at 2 in the morning just to put my feet on the cold floor because the swelling was so bad it burned. My doctor handed me a prescription, told me to come back in 6 weeks, and charged me $240 for 12 minutes of his time. I threw that prescription in the trash on the way home. Now, before you go thinking I'm some kind of reckless old woman, I want you to understand something. I have outlived 4 of my doctors. I have watched the medical system in this country turn into a $47 billion machine that profits every single time you feel pain. They are not incentivized to heal you. They are incentivized to manage you. There's a difference. And at 105 years old, I have had enough time to see it clearly. What I'm about to share with you are 8 foods. Foods you probably already have in your refrigerator or can find for under $2 at any grocery store, that reduced my leg swelling so dramatically that my own doctor asked me what I had changed. Real foods, real science, and real results that I have lived inside my own body. What's even more powerful is that I have a gift for you at the end of this video. It's something no one ever talks about. A secret deeply connected to why I'm still here, still sharp, and still standing strong in these solitary twilight years, instead of wasting away in some nursing home, drowning in sickness and suffering. I truly believe you too can have beautiful golden years. Now, I want to ask you something before we go any further. Has your leg been swelling lately? Maybe it starts in the afternoon. Maybe your ankles are puffy when you wake up. Maybe your feet don't fit right in your shoes anymore. If that's you, leave me a comment below right now. Just say, "Yes, Nancy," and I promise you I read every single one. This is a community, not a broadcast. I'll write back. All right, let's get into it. We're counting down from 8 to 1, and when we get to number 2, I need you to pay very close attention, because what I learned about number 2 genuinely changed the way my body felt within 72 hours. I'm not exaggerating. Number 8, zucchini. I know, you're thinking, zucchini? That bland green thing? But here's what I didn't know for the first 99 years of my life. Zucchini is one of the highest natural sources of silica on the planet. And silica, according to research published in the Journal of Gerontology, is the structural scaffolding inside your connective tissue. Without adequate silica, the walls of your capillaries, those tiny blood vessels in your legs, become weak and leaky. Fluid seeps out into surrounding tissue. That fluid is your swelling. Now, here's the mistake almost everyone makes, and I made it for decades. We cook zucchini to death. We boil it. We fry it in heavy oil. We turn it into mush. And in doing so, we destroy up to 60% of its silica content. The correct way to eat it is lightly sautéed, 3 minutes maximum, in a small amount of olive oil over medium heat. Or eat it raw, sliced thin, with a little lemon juice and sea salt. Your capillaries will thank you within days. Number 7, carrots. Carrots have been on every healthy eating list since before I was born, and yet most people are eating them completely wrong. Let me tell you something. If you are boiling your carrots and pouring that water down the drain, you are throwing away the medicine and eating the vessel. The compound in carrots most relevant to leg swelling is beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A. Vitamin A regulates lymphatic drainage. the system responsible for pulling excess fluid out of your tissues. A study in Cell Reports found that vitamin A deficiency directly impairs lymphatic vessel function, which means fluid accumulates in the legs, ankles, and feet. But here's the critical part. Beta-carotene is fat-soluble. Your body cannot absorb it without fat present. If you eat carrots plain or boil them in water alone, you are absorbing almost nothing. You must eat carrots with a healthy fat, olive oil, avocado, a small handful of nuts. Roast them with a drizzle of olive oil. Pair them with hummus. Your body will absorb 4 to 8 times more of that beta-carotene, and your lymphatic system will begin doing its job again. Number 6, red cabbage. This one surprises people most. Red cabbage, not green, not Savoy, red cabbage specifically, contains some of the highest concentrations of vitamin C and anthocyanins found in any common vegetable. Now, vitamin C is something most people associate with fighting colds, but research out of Stanford University found that vitamin C is the primary nutrient responsible for collagen synthesis in vascular walls. Your veins and capillaries are made of collagen. When that collagen degrades, which happens naturally with age, with poor diet, with inflammation, those vessel walls become permeable, fluid escapes, swelling results. Anthocyanins, the pigments that give red cabbage its deep purple color, act as powerful anti-inflammatory agents that specifically target vascular inflammation. Think of them as the repair crew patching the holes in your plumbing. The mistake people make with red cabbage is cooking it at high heat for too long. Both vitamin C and anthocyanins are heat sensitive. You want to eat red cabbage raw in coleslaw, very lightly fermented as a quick pickle, or barely wilted, 30 seconds in a hot pan with apple cider vinegar. That's it. That's all it needs. Number 5, parsley. I grow parsley on my windowsill. I have for 40 years, and it turns out I was doing myself a tremendous favor without even knowing why. Parsley contains extraordinarily high levels of vitamin K. I'm talking about one of the highest concentrations in any common herb or vegetable. Vitamin K is what I call the traffic controller of your circulatory system. It regulates the proteins that control blood clotting, vessel repair, and fluid balance in tissue. Without sufficient vitamin K, fluid regulation in the lower extremities becomes disorganized. Swelling accumulates because the body doesn't have the signaling molecules it needs to move fluid back into the bloodstream. Important note, if you are currently on blood thinners like warfarin, please speak with your physician before significantly increasing your vitamin K intake as it interacts with those medications. But for the vast majority of you, add fresh parsley to everything: eggs, soups, salads, roasted vegetables. A small handful of fresh parsley contains more vitamin K than most people get in an entire week. Number 4, cucumber. Here is what nobody tells you about cucumber. It is 96% water, which sounds like it wouldn't do much, but the type of water matters. Cucumber contains structured hydration alongside potassium, silica, and a compound called fisetin, which has shown in multiple peer-reviewed studies to suppress inflammatory cytokines specifically associated with tissue edema, that is, swelling caused by fluid retention in soft tissue. The biggest story with cucumber is what it does for your kidneys. Your kidneys are the filtration system that removes excess fluid and sodium from your body. When your kidneys are sluggish from dehydration, from high sodium intake, from insufficient nutrient support, fluid backs up in your legs. Cucumber actively supports kidney filtration. It is a gentle, natural diuretic that helps your body excrete the excess fluid that pools in your lower limbs. Eat cucumber daily, not the pickled kind, fresh, with the skin on, because the skin contains most of the silica and fisetin. Sliced with lemon, with fresh parsley on top. You are layering benefits every single time. Number 3, beetroot. I want you to think about your circulatory system as a network of pipes. Over time, those pipes narrow. Blood pressure increases. Blood moves through with more resistance. Fluid is forced out of vessel walls under pressure. That's a large part of what causes leg swelling in older adults, poor circulation, and elevated vascular pressure. Beetroot is what I call the plumbing assistant. Beets are the richest dietary source of nitrates that convert to nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide causes vasodilation. It relaxes and widens blood vessel walls, reducing resistance, lowering pressure, and allowing blood to move freely through the legs. A study published in the American Journal of Physiology found that regular dietary nitrate consumption measurably improved peripheral blood flow in adults over 65 within just 2 weeks. The mistake with beets is eating them canned, packed in sugar or heavy syrup, which negates the anti-inflammatory benefit and adds sodium and refined sugars that worsen swelling. Roast fresh beets. Drink cold-pressed beet juice. Grate raw beet onto salads. The earthier and less processed, the more powerful the effect. Number 2, dandelion greens now. I told you to pay close attention to number 2, and here is why. Most people pull dandelions out of their garden and throw them away. I eat them, and I genuinely believe, that dandelion greens have contributed more to the reduction of my leg swelling than almost anything else on this list. Here's the science. One of the primary drivers of leg swelling in older adults is excess sodium retention. Your body holds on to sodium, and sodium holds on to water. That water ends up in your legs, your ankles, your feet. The standard medical response is pharmaceutical diuretics, water pills, that flush excess fluid out through the kidneys. But those pills also flush out potassium, which causes muscle cramping, weakness, and fatigue. It's a trade-off, and it's a trade-off that costs you money and depletes your body. Dandelion greens are a natural diuretic with one critical difference. They contain some of the highest concentrations of potassium found in any leafy green. So unlike a pharmaceutical diuretic, dandelion naturally flushes excess sodium and fluid without depleting your potassium. You get the drainage without the deficit. Research published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine confirmed significant increases in urinary frequency and fluid excretion following dandelion extract consumption, meaning this is not folk medicine. This is documented, measurable science. You can find dandelion greens at health food stores, farmers markets, and many regular grocery stores. Sauté them lightly with garlic and olive oil. Add them to soups. Blend them into a morning smoothie with banana and ginger. Start with small amounts. They are bitter and potent, and increase gradually. The week I began eating dandelion greens every day I woke up on day 4 and put my shoes on without sitting on the edge of the bed for 10 minutes first. I stood up and put them on. I cried a little. I am not embarrassed to tell you that. Number 1, wild-caught salmon or walnuts if you don't eat fish. Everything I've discussed so far addresses specific nutrients and mechanisms, but number 1 addresses the foundational cause underneath all of it, systemic inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is the root environment in which leg swelling, joint pain, and vascular degradation accelerate. Your body is constantly fighting a fire it can't quite put out, and that fire is fueled by an imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids in the modern diet. We eat enormous amounts of omega-6 found in processed vegetable oils, packaged foods, fast food, and almost no omega-3, which acts as the body's primary anti-inflammatory signal. Wild-caught salmon is the most bioavailable, most powerful source of long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, available from food. These are not the same as the omega-3 in flaxseed or chia seeds, which the body must convert and does so inefficiently. EPA and DHA go directly to work reducing inflammatory cytokines, supporting vascular integrity, improving microcirculation in the extremities, and reducing fluid permeability in capillary walls. A meta-analysis of 17 studies in the journal Nutrients found that regular omega-3 consumption significantly reduced markers of vascular inflammation in older adults, with measurable improvements in lower limb circulation within 8 weeks. If you do not eat fish, walnuts are the best plant-based alternative, eaten raw, never roasted, as roasting oxidizes the fats and reduces their anti-inflammatory effect. 14 walnut halves a day, that's all. Eat salmon 2 to 3 times per week, not farmed salmon, which has a very different fatty acid profile due to the grain-based feed it's given, wild caught, baked or poached, never deep fried, with lemon, with fresh parsley on top. You are building an anti-inflammatory foundation that every other food on this list sits upon. Now, I promised you something at the end, and I keep my promises. I've been alive for 105 years. People ask me all the time, what's your secret? And they expect me to say something about diet or sleep or not drinking or some supplement they've never heard of. But the real answer, the one I have come to believe with every year that has passed, has nothing to do with food. The secret is this: always be looking for someone to help, not in a big, dramatic, change the world way, in small ways, quiet ways, a neighbor whose trash cans need to come back in, a younger person at the grocery store who looks overwhelmed, a friend who just needs someone to sit on the phone with them for 20 minutes, a stranger who dropped something, a child who needs someone to listen. I know that sounds simple, maybe even too simple for a secret, but I want you to understand what happens inside your body when you live this way. When you orient your life around helping others, when you wake up each morning with a sense of purpose that extends beyond your own comfort and your own pain, your nervous system shifts. Cortisol levels, the stress hormone that drives inflammation, disrupts sleep, accelerates vascular aging, those levels drop. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone associated with trust and connection, rises. Your immune system responds differently. Your cardiovascular system literally operates under less strain. This is not poetry. This is published in peer-reviewed neuroscience. People with strong social purpose, with an orientation toward others, consistently show lower rates of chronic inflammation, longer telomere length, that's the biological marker of cellular aging, and dramatically better functional independence in late life. But here's what I know beyond the science. Here's what I know at 105 years old. When you are useful, when you contribute, when someone's day is a little better because you were in it, you feel that. Your body feels that. There is an aliveness that comes from being needed and from giving something of yourself, even something small, that no supplement, no food, no medication can replicate. I have watched people my age lose that sense of usefulness. They retreat, they wait, they manage their symptoms and count their pills and watch the days go by. And I have watched them fade much faster than their physical health required. The body follows the spirit. I have seen this more times than I can count. Do that, and then eat your dandelion greens and your wild-caught salmon. Do both. Do them together. Because I truly believe that the body you are trying to heal and the spirit you are trying to nourish are not separate things. They are the same thing, approached from two different directions. My name is Nancy Jane. I am 105 years old. I made my own breakfast this morning. I will make my own dinner tonight. And if you leave me a comment below about your swelling, about your health, about anything you're going through, I will read it and I will write back, because that is one of the ways I help. It is one of the reasons I get up in the morning. Take care of yourself and take care of somebody else. See you in the next one.